Hello guys, welcome to C4C Code for Change. Let's get started.
So we know that Java is a purely object-oriented programming language. So to satisfy this purely object-oriented programming language, the first condition is it should contain class and an object. So there are some other conditions but we will discuss later. Now our condition is class and object. That is the Java should contain class and object. So what are these class and object? So if you have seen my previous videos, you may find some terminology called class and object. So what are these class and object? So right before jumping into it, let us see some small example. Say suppose I want to build my home, so I can't build directly my home without any measurements, without what material I should use, how the functionality of this house. So to get proper conditions and properties of that house, I will go to an engineer and I will ask him to draw a plan for my house. So what he will do? So he will plot some diagrams, some top view and bottom view. So this is my top view. So say suppose this is my home and this is my top view. So this is my side view. Okay. So so this is my side view and this is my top view. So this plan will have some properties like, so what should be the height of my home, so what are the materials I am going to use for building my homes. So okay, it should protect me from rain, from a sunlight and wind. Okay, so these are some functionalities, which basic functionalities for for a home. Okay, these basic functionalities should be satisfied by each and every home. Okay, so this is the plan given by an engineer. So now what I will do, I will I will now build my home like this. Okay, so say something like this. Sorry guys, I am not good at drawing. Okay, please excuse me for that. So now I have built my house. So see here, so these are the same things. So these are same here also. Height, engineer have mentioned something. So this will be the height of my whole home. So whatever the materials he mentioned, I am using to use these materials, and the basic functionality of this home is same here. So but if I say like this, so I owe a house, it means that this one, not this one. Okay, so if I owe a house, it means I I have a house in the real world, that is it is existing physically. So this one exists in the real world physically, but this one it doesn't exist in the world physically, because it's just a plan to how to create my home. Okay, so without this we cannot create this one. Okay, so this is also important and this is very important. Okay, without this one, so without this plan we are not able to build this house, but without this house we are not going to stay anywhere. So both are important. Okay, now so we will just compare the definitions of class and object. So class is a model or a plan to create an object. So what is our plan here? This is a plan. Okay, so this is nothing but a class. So and here to create an object. So object is our home here. So this is object. Okay, so this one is our plan, that is class, and this is our object. Did you understand it? Okay, so now a model or a plan to create an object is called class. So this is our plan to create an object house. So this is going to be our class. So and the second point is it doesn't exist physically. So it is not existing physically in our world. Say suppose I have owned an house means this one, not this one. Okay. So next, task contains some properties and action of objects. So as I have said previously, so it is going to give some height of our house and is going to give some materials required for building our house. That is nothing but these are the properties which are required by our house. Okay. So and action of objects. So this is an object and its action is to protect from sun, rain and wind. So this is the action of the object. So okay. So properties are, so what are these? So this is nothing but a properties and this is nothing but a function, we will call it. So add action. So in our Java terminologies, these properties are called variables. These actions of objects are called methods. Okay. So a class contains variables and method. So this is our class. So and it contains some variables and some methods. Okay. So now coming to an object is physical form of a class. So this house is my physical form of this plan. So plan is nothing but a class which is physical form of a class. Okay. Objects contain properties and actions. So as I have predefined some actions and variables here, so these are the same thing which we can use it here. And so objects contain variables and method. So these are the properties and these are the action of the object. So in Java terminology, these are called variables and these are called methods. So so what we can say for this is object exists physically but class doesn't exist physically. So let us take some other examples. A flower is a class. Say suppose if I say just imagine a flower, somebody will imagine rose, somebody will imagine jasmine and somebody will imagine lily. So these are the objects because each person will imagine different things. That is our imagination which doesn't exist in the physical world. Say suppose jasmine. So we are going to just imagine jasmine which is existing in the physical world. Say suppose rose. This is an object because it exists physically in the world. So likewise animal is a class and dog, horse, cat which are existing physically are called objects. So here I have mentioned these are called methods. So if you have studied any previous coding languages like C, C++, so these are you may get an idea about functions. Okay. So what is these differences between function and a method? So a method is a function. Okay. So a method is similar to the function which does some action but it is written inside a class. Okay. So it should be written inside a class. Okay. If it is written outside of a class, it is going to be mentioned as function, but we are not going to use that anywhere in the Java. So we don't have any functions in the Java. We only have methods. Okay. So if we are going to use these functions in C++, it is called member functions. So in C we may have only functions, this one. Okay. So in the next video we are going to discuss about JVM architecture, so which is very important guys. So please pay attention and listen to it. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like my video, hit the like button and also share my video with your friends. For future videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below.